This is Juvie.
And this is Martin.
And we live full time on our 58-foot narrowboat home, Rhapsody in blue.
We're taking you along as we continuously cruise the canals and rivers of the UK with some beautiful scenery, occasional wildlife, landmarks, aqueducts and tunnels. Come with us. In our last episode, we left you at Wilton Marina, where we could see all three modes of transport, the canal, the railway and the road. On Martin's birthday, we decided to cruise again, and we did a live. If you missed it, I'll put the link in the description below. Our cruise took us to Weedon Bec on the Grand Union Canal, and this is where we picked this video up, and this is where it is in the UK. So we are going to moor just here. We've made it to Weedon Bec. So the whole time that we did that live, and then we're here. And as it was Martin's birthday, I baked him one of his favourites, which is his apple cake. Say hello.
Hello.
Birthday boy wants his Chinese.
When you go in, Chinese is that side, the chicken is that way.
Okay, well you want to go to the right, don't you? That's the chippy, which is not open anyway. And this is the Chinese. So.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I've left Martin waiting for the food, and I am coming round to supermarket. Tesco's are having some work done. So Martin's birthday dinner is sweet and sour chicken balls, chicken chow mein. This is egg fried rice, and we have some chips, and we're going to share it. So that's mine, and this is Martin's. He's got the chicken chow mein,
Plenty more to add.
the chicken balls, loads of sweet and sour sauce, and there is loads left over.
Well, it won't be. No candles?
No, I'm not going to sing happy birthday to you with apple cake.
What?
But taste it, see if you're happy with it, my dear. Oh, you rat bag. Nice? Good.
One of my favourites.
Good, good, good. Happy birthday, my darling.
Yep.
So we're now going to go for a walk.
Yes, we're
Because
going
we
to
want-
the place called the Depot.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my mic's on.
Oh yes, your mic is on, isn't it? Yes, we're going to go to a place called the Depot.
The Depot. Thank you.
Hello, you all right?
I think I've seen every one of yours.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Bob.
Bob.
Bob from Chicago.
Oh.
Retired 3 months ago, been out 13 weeks.
Oh, wow. Brilliant.
Go for it. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Yeah, safe cruising. Hello. So what's your name?
Mark and Nettie.
Mark and Nettie.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. They also subscribe to us too.
Through the tunnel. Hello.
Yes, we're going to find the depot.
Watch yourself, Jay. Oh, it's a railway train. I think we need to go over there. I know
On a path.
Oh no, that's the bridge, isn't it? That's the one that goes to the church, I think. Pocket Park.
Pocket Park. We could have a look at that on the way back, yeah?
Oh, it depends what time we get.
That looks cute.
Hold it, minute.
Bang. We've always wanted to go to this place, haven't we? But
Yep.
we've never managed to stop.
Bit of history from the old canals. Called
Yeah.
the depot. Apparently it was an ordnance depot.
Yeah. they
Old
used to-
guns and stuff like that. Well, we'll find out a bit more when we get there. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So this road over here, called Navigation Way, used to be where the canal used to run. And it used to come all the way through to here.
Into the depot.
And used to go through there into the depot, which is where we're going now. So I don't know if you can see, right to the far end, there's another arch where the canal used to go. And this is it, all the way down to the other side of that where we were standing just now. We're going to go in the visitor centre and go and find out a bit more, aren't we?
Yes. There's the old, you can see on it. They've obviously put that down there because of the banks for the swans.
So what is it, Martin?
I don't know, duck ramp I should think.
A duck ramp or a swan ramp, so that if birds get in, they
Well,
can get out,
Yeah, because they,
because it is a bit of a swamp. There are a family of swans down
Right.
there and ducks. See all these old buildings. It's so nice seeing them being used. Wonderful. The depot was originally known as the Royal Ordnance Depot, and it dates back to 1802, just prior to the Napoleonic Wars. And the reason it was built here is because Weedon Bec is considered the heart of England, slap bang in the centre, so furthest away from any coastline in case of invasion.
Initially, when this was all first
This tells you all about the Ordnance flag.
with these steps here, and similar steps on the building at the other end, these bridges, there's certainly
Oh wow, look.
inside, down the lake.
It was built for the services of His Majesty's Ordnance, and it was used to store and repair guns, cannons and gunpowder, of course.
yeah.
Wow. Look at all these old pictures. Oh, and there's some more guns. They had it tough back then, didn't they?
Yep.
They really did. We owe them a lot, don't we? What's that say up there? Up to 2,000 tonnes of gunpowder stored in the magazine until the 1890s. Wow.
3.5 million rifles issued from the site between October 1942 and November 43.
Wow. God, this is fascinating. Look at this. The rations. Meat, oatmeal, salt, chocolate,
Sweets.
tea. Wow. Isn't it funny that chocolate is considered one of the main
I
foods
think they
that they
say,
needed?
don't they, is it's survival, it's peanuts
Yes.
and chocolate
Yeah.
and raisins and...
I've got the sun's coming through the window, unfortunately, so I'm getting a shadow, the light. But about that. Oh, look at the old phone. Binoculars haven't changed much, have they, over the years? Cameras certainly have. Oh, look at these. Look at these, Mark.
Eh?
Look at these.
Yeah, I think they've pulled all that out of there, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think. Hell stretcher.
So you've got the auxiliary territorial services, ATS.
One for the boat, Julie.
Look at this. Anyone recognise the lady? It is, in fact, Princess Elizabeth. Joined the ATS in 1945, aged 18, and trained at Aldershot before she went on to become Queen. There you go. Look at the uniforms. The tiny waist on them. My goodness.
Florence Nightingale, to hear about that, and amongst other things about clothing in general, because soldiers were going to different combat zones.
Wow, very smart uniform there.
Yeah, there's no proof, but it was passed down, there's a story passed down through the ages, was that in the early 1800s, when we were threatened by Napoleon, it wasn't just the gunpowder and the ordnance that was vulnerable down there. So was the royal family, so was the seat of government, so was the treasury. So they wanted somewhere. They obviously had an evacuation plan for them, should the worst happen. And people were speculating that, well, we've just got a brand new state-of-the-art ordnance depot here. We've got 2 regiments of soldiers to defend it up here. We've got easily access by the canal. Potentially, that they could have evacuated. They wouldn't have kept the royal family here. They were probably on their way to a safe country or something like that. However, the treasury and the seat of government could have been stationed up here. So had history been slightly different, never mind London or Birmingham and stuff like that, little Weedon Bec could have been the capital of England at one stage. Who knows, eh? The railway, when it came through, the main line, was on the wrong side of the canal, which is on this side, and that was the cut. That was what they brought through. Now, in order to, and because the barges were military transport and ordnance, they had priority over the mail train that was going up and down between Birmingham and London or wherever. So they needed a method of opening this up to actually let the barges through. And the way it worked with lots of fish plates and windlasses and stuff like that, they would unlock the track and it would actually move the track away diagonally like that, and then the canal boat would have come through, and then it would have been wound all back again. Obviously it worked a little bit better than I can do it on
Do you know, engineers were so clever back in the day, weren't they?
Yeah, and then allow the trains through. And if there was a mail train coming through, it would have been held up because there was a station in Weedon then. The mail train would have been held up in Weedon Station, and the canal transport would have had the priority there. So that was interesting.
Wow.
So the 8 main buildings are storage buildings for ordnance. So the ground floors, the arches on the end of the buildings would have been a door then.
Yes.
They'd been picked up later. So that would have been where the field artillery would have gone in. So those would have taken in the cannon and stuff like that. And they would have been stored on the ground floor, all the field artillery equipment. The upper floors, that would have been the lighter, there'd have been racks upon racks of muskets and all the ancillary equipment that goes with the muskets, the bayonets, the powder flasks and slings and all sorts of stuff, all along the top floor. Now the first 4 buildings, so 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, were the first 4 to be built, and they started receiving stores probably about 1810, something like that. So they converted 6 and 8 into barracks as well. So that would be the lower barracks, so they had more troops there that they could get on canal boats and get them up to Birmingham and places like that. 5 and 7, when that was built in the early to mid 1800s, became a military prison. In number 7, there was 121 individual cells for prisoners up there. One of the interesting things in 5, when it stopped being a military prison and they were putting it back to being a storehouse use, in the chapel in the corner, and it was hidden.
Right.
They found a miniature, a replica in miniature of the baptism font in Winchester Cathedral.
Oh, wow.
Have you been down to the church in the village?
No,
Not
we
yet.
haven't.
No, we're
No.
only moored at the
I'll
top.
point you that way after.
Oh,
This is
brilliant.
But the miniature, now we kind of wondered why it was there, because they didn't do baptisms there and stuff like that, because it was a prison effectively. But if you think back to like the First World War, you know, soldiers, they do like a lot of fighting, so they're active times, but then they have downtime, you know, where there's
Yes,
lots of, you know,
yes.
they're bored. And they were whittling things out of wood and making things out of empty shell cases and doing all
Yeah.
sorts of things. Artists would, if they had the materials, they would paint. So we reckon that when they were building this place, the stonemasons would have been recruited from all over the country, sort of thing. And we reckon some came up from the Winchester area, and in that downtime between doing whatever stonework they were doing on the buildings, they were there, you know, whittling away at something, you know, and they produced this font. And
Wow.
in the late 1800s, early 1900s, when it was discovered, the commander of the depot at the time then donated it to the church, and it's there today. And if you went,
Right.
if you go in the door of the church and then look left when you go in the window space there, on the window shelf, there's the miniature font. Wow. And the story of it is on there.
This is a model of the building that the visitor centre is now in. So we're going to go and have a look in number 2 upstairs, which is where they used to have the birthday parties, she said. But they're now selling ladies' clothing, and apparently the soldiers used to do paintings on the wall of soldiers. So we're going to go and have a look. Oh wow, that's pottery. Pottery is our passion. Look at that, they're making pottery in there. That's a big old staircase. Look at the size of these buildings. Wow. There's the soldier. So that there is the gate that used to lift up to allow the boats to come in. And they used to come in through and along there.
Oh, sorry.
They used to come in there, they used to come through here, and they used to deliver the gunpowder to the magazines right at the other end. And apparently they weren't allowed to smoke, they weren't allowed to cook, and what was the other thing they weren't allowed to do?
Any fires at all?
Oh, they weren't allowed to have any fires whatsoever.
No lights, no nothing.
On the boat. Oh, and no lights on the boats because of obviously carrying gunpowder. one wrong spark. So, Vintique Emporium. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that old picture. Well, I was just wondering what was up there and thinking, oh, wonder if you can go up there. And then I saw this sign. That did it. No entry. Spiders big enough to eat a child live up here. Oh, that's it. I'm not going. We had a lovely coffee in the bookshop too. Apparently 500 men were housed in the barracks. This is the old bridge, and it would have had the big barrel that connected the top there that would have filled up with water to open the bridge. Cool! So this building here, building number 5, used to be the prison. So this has just been left to the wildlife now, and it's an absolute haven. Wow, we're at the other end now, which has been bricked up.
And that would have gone down, all the way down there. It's where they used to store the gunpowder
Yeah,
years ago.
the gunpowder magazines
Yeah,
up there.
further down, but you can't get to it where we are now. Because you think about it, it went from here, well, it's called Navigation Way. That used to be the old canal. And roughly where those bollards are used to be a swing bridge.
Wow. Then it was off to find that replica font. So we are now going into the pocket park. We said we'd do it on the way back. And apparently this will bring us out to where the church is. So we can have a little look round the church as well. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? Hey.
I like this. Nice country little walk, that. Little tiny stream down there, look. Obviously the overspill from the canal.
Oh, yeah.
Probably coming down.
Not a lot of water in it, mind.
There's not a lot of water anywhere.
There's not a lot of water in the canals. So yeah, believe it or not, that is
The River Nene.
the River Nene.
This is the River Nene aqueduct. So we're going over the top.
Cool. And we'll keep going, and hopefully we're going to come to a church. And there's the church. Look at that. A lovely little church. And then this here in the window is the font that guy was telling us about. This font was in the chapel of the Army Ordnance Depot and is a copy of the black font in Winchester Cathedral. See if I can do it from the side so you can actually see it. There you go. Look at that. Look at the detail. Wow. Excuse the hat here, but we've both taken our hats off out of a mark of respect because we've come into the church, haven't we?
Yes, lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful little church.
Well worth a visit if you're down this way at Weedon.
Yes. And I'm just gonna film a couple of these boards over here, these information boards too. Lots of military history here. Definitely worth a visit if you're this way at Weedon. Weedon Bec is often referred to as the heart of England as it is slap bang in the centre, and this pub is aptly named. It was time for us to leave Weedon Bec, so we headed in a south-easterly direction down the Grand Union Canal, and we ended up at Bugbrooke. So we're on our way again. We're not going to go very far. We'll see how far we get. There's lots of boats moving today. This here is a hire company at Weedenbeck. Can't see the name of it at the moment. Oh, Grand Union Boat Hire, I think it is. Grand Union Narrowboats. Yes, we see lots of their boats out. And there's the main man at the back of the boat. That's where we went down to go to the depot. Goes down to the high street. This is a nice pair of old work boats. Look at those. Lovely. Oh, do you know what? We're not going to miss that train. Whoa. That train line has been so close. Looks like this could be a winding hole coming up here. Yeah, it's got to be, surely, because it's nice and wide. But oh my goodness, look at this property to the right here. Isn't that just lovely? Weedon Wharf. Lovely. Like that. I'm mooring out the front. Perfect. Lovely scenery around here, look at that. And just a little bit further down here, we are going to stop for water on the left-hand side. Martin often gets off at the back and pulls us in, and then when we're close enough, I can get off and go and take the rope. So Martin's getting the hose set up. And I'm going to sort this out. And you use one of these sort of keys, so it's got a slit in the top. Okay, so we turn it until you can use your hands. There you go, all ready. Yeah, so we've just left the water point and we are now heading on for Rugby boats. We're hoping we might be able to get a gas bottle because we've just run out of gas. If they're shut, then we'll keep going and we'll get one another day. We've already got our other gas bottle on. It just helps to keep the bow down at the front, to keep the weight even. So yeah, the gas bottles act as a bit of ballast as well. So yeah, but we're on our way again. So this is Bridge 26 at Stow Hill, and you can see Rugby boats just coming into view the other side. You can see some of their boats that are up for sale on the right hand side. There's a nice pub there called Narrowboat Canalside Pub and Garden. Oh, Canalside Pub and Dining. And this of course is Rugby boats. That's it. That's it. We've got the gas bottle all done and we're on our way again. Look at this. It looks so cool with the weeping willow weeping down by the bridge. Oh, through the leaves. Through the tree. is nice here, isn't it? Oh, look at these places. Very nice. This is a lovely campsite. Look at that. You can sit and you can have your caravans right up to the water. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Little marina here. It's called Swallows Marina. Very quiet. So we've got a very, very sharp right-hand bend here with a bridge, a big road bridge, so Martin will need to do the hooter. There you go. Not heard any hoots coming back, so that should mean we are clear to go. As soon as I can see, I will let Martin know. Clear through the bridge, mate. Very quiet. I feel like I need to whisper. It's beautiful. Nice place there on the left. Yeah, so it's now decided to rain, but do you know what? It feels lovely because it is so warm today, so it's quite nice. You can see the sky is quite ominous, to be fair, so we knew it was a matter of time before it rained. But we're going towards blue sky, so you never know. Okay, so it's properly raining now. I may have to go and join Martin at the back. We're hoping it's going to blow over, but I don't want all the front of the boat to get soaking wet. Yeah, proper rain now. So I've shut one side down, and it's practically stopped raining, so I'm now going to open it up again. It's going to be one of them days, but look at that sky. It's going to drop again, isn't it? There's the Swan family with Dad on guard here. Look, I can see we don't want your babies. Look at the side of that boat. Oh wow, love that. Potteries. Wow. Yeah, so the rain has gone and it's now red hot again. Even though it's cloudy, it's just so close, so hot at the moment. But it's nice. We've got a little breeze as we're going along on the boat, so that's quite cool. This is definitely the best day to cruise. I think it's going to be rain and showers and sunshine mixed for the next few days, so we're just taking it steady. Oh, look at that bridge reflection. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I I don't know whether you can hear, but this electricity above is making so much noise. Can you hear that? It is so loud. Can you cut the engine a second so I can hear this electric? Can you hear that? Wow. Okay, that'll do. And I don't know if you can see, but in the field here, they're all sunflowers. I've never seen that, a whole field of sunflowers. Look at that. I've not seen that before. Ah. So we are mooring here. Martin's got off. I think the back of the boat's got stuck. So we're moving around because Martin wasn't happy there. Join us next time as we continue our journey. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe, it's totally free if you haven't already, and click the notification bell and YouTube will let you know next time we upload. Don't forget to leave us a comment, we love reading them and we answer every single one. A big shout out to our Friends of Rhapsody channel members, thank you so much. And thank you so much for all the coffees and super thanks this week, we really appreciate it. And most of all, thank you all for watching. See you next time.